welcome in to be our guest. You know, if you are aging yourself and you say, oh my gosh, there's a myriad of things that are bestowing upon me that I need help with, or if you happen to have an elderly, you know, maybe a mother or father or any other relatives, and you just say, I need help. Is there any help for people when we get to our age? Help is here and help is on the way. Susan Segrest, you're here with us today, and you are the Executive Director of the Central Alabama Aging Consortum.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
And we got it all on your card.
I know.
But you guys were, you're what, about 30 years old now?
Yes.
Not, I mean, you're about 36, I know that.
Yes, yes, that's it.
But I mean, your organization's about 30 years old, is it not?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely.
Yes.
And your primary mission is to
serve the individuals that are 60 and older who live in the Tri-County area.
Okay.
We are the area agency on aging,
Mm-hmm.
and so our whole existence is to serve those that are 60 and older, their caregivers, and recently it's been added that we also serve some individuals who have disabilities.
Mm-hmm. The interesting thing, we looked at all the information on them, is they do all of this for zero.
Wonderful.
Yeah, in other words, for the clients.
Right.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there are some services, if the people can make a contribution toward that service, it's accepted.
Right, and then
Yeah.
and then those contributions go directly back into the programs
Right.
to continue to provide those services for the individuals who need them.
Mm-hmm. What would be some of the programs?
We have a nutrition program. We serve about 1,200 meals a day. About
Wow.
700, a little over 700 of those are to individuals that come to our 20 congregate nutrition centers.
Now,
And
do you have
so-
20 of those in the Tri-County area?
in the Tri-County
Wow.
area?
Okay,
Right.
that's
bunch.
that's
Yeah.
quite a
Right.
bit.
So there are 20, and they come and can receive a hot meal for lunch, and that meal meets 1/3 of the recommended daily allowance of the nutrients that they need, and then also we serve over 400 meals a day to homebound
Okay.
individuals who are at a nutritional risk for not having proper nutrition, and so they receive a homebound meal each day. And then we also have some individuals who may receive some frozen meals that they can heat in the microwave and that kind of thing. So we try to meet the need, of the individual. Then we also have a Medicaid waiver program, which is designed for individuals to be able to stay at home. If we have a choice when we get
Yes.
older, where do we
Right,
want to be?
right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
my house.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
I want to stay in my home. And so what the Medicaid waiver program does is provide some homemaker and personal care to the elderly or the disabled individual, so that they can stay in their home rather than having to go to a nursing home or assisted living facility.
That is a blessing.
Just
a
so
blessing.
wonderful, and the caregivers, it helps the caregivers, particularly if you have younger caregivers who are still having to work and trying
and
to
have families of their own.
right, and are trying to keep their parents at home. And we also have a program that assists the caregivers. Another
Yes.
program that's our Alabama
Great.
Cares
That's-
program, and basically what it does is provide some respite care. Maybe you just want to go get your hair done and go buy groceries once a week,
absolutely.
or you want to go to a Bible study, or you want to, maybe you want to go on vacation and you need
Right.
some help, that kind of thing, or maybe you want to keep your loved one at home, but some of this you need a monitoring system, an emergency response system, so that they can push that button if they need to while you're at work, but you can't afford to pay for that emergency response system. Or you may need incontinence supplies because those can be very expensive. Then we can help with those kinds of things through our caregiver
So if
program.
I need your services, how do I go about getting your services?
Give us a call. We are here. Our office is actually here in Montgomery. We serve the Tri-County, but our office is here in Montgomery. And when you call our office at 240-4666, we actually have our ADRC specialists, or our Aging and Disability Resource Center specialists, and they will actually take those calls. They will get all of the information from that individual, from income to whether they're living alone, or what do they need help with, because sometimes when people are calling, they know they need help but not quite what's available, and they may be asking for a service that maybe isn't provided, but there's something else that can help. And so we try to do a full screening of you know, what benefits and services they would be eligible for, but then we don't stop there. We actually are going to help them do those applications. We're going to help walk them through that process, because sometimes it's very difficult to get through the process. And so we try to make sure we help them with that.
And I think we need to let our viewers know that if you know somebody that kind of fits this criteria, you know, tell them about your organization, but just bring them to you and get them set up, because a lot of times that's all it takes. You know, people fall through the cracks.
That's right, and and most people do need help.
Yes.
Filling out applications.
Oh,
and
yes.
Really, I mean, that's wonderful.
Especially this day and age.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, when you look at something and it's 7 pages and you think,
know,
oh my, that is so overwhelming.
That's
and
right.
so, you know, we don't want people to not receive services because they're just overwhelmed by the process. So we want to make sure we can help walk them through that process.
Thanks for what you do. We need to let our viewers know that obviously this is done in the Tri-County area. The same kind of service is available throughout the state of Alabama. There'll be area councils on aging.
Area agencies on aging.
Agencies on aging. Just remember AA.
We're aging.
That's right. Okay. And thank you so much for being with us. We'll be right back right after this.